Glenn, good to have this opportunity to talk about European ROTORS. Yeah, my name is Frank Clement. I have the honor to be the show director of this great event. And yeah, actually we are close to have our first live edition from the 16th to the 18th November in Cologne. So far, we have about 150 exhibitors with us physically and digitally because we are running two events. So visitors can really reconnect with the industry, with the suppliers, with the operators, and of course with the regulator, because this show is jointly organized by EHA and EASA.
So what can visitors expect over the 3 days at the show?
Yeah, first and foremost, of course, to get the chance after 1.5 years, and in Europe, you could even say since 3 years, without the chance in the VTOL and the rotorcraft community to have exchange, to have B2B meetings, to really exchange about latest developments and also challenges with everybody. And then we have an exceptional educational program for 3 days. Of course, the biggest flagship here is the EASA Rotorcraft Symposium, which is integrated into our show. But we have dozens of specialized conferences. We have trainings, we have briefings, we have workshops, we have certified trainers. I sampled just 2 days ago all the speakers we are having, and we have 130 speakers also. So there is an enormous bandwidth of educational stuff you can digest over the 3 days.
Okay. So in terms of European OEMs and stuff, what has been the feedback from them when you're sort of asking them to attend, and given the challenges that everyone's had over the last sort of 2 years? Are they very keen to attend and be there?
Absolutely, Glenn. And that is really one of the most promoting and motivating thing, that we get the feedback from the industry. And of course, from the major OEMs like Airbus, Bell, Leonardo, Safran, Boeing, Robinson, Pratt & Whitney, everybody's going to be there. But I think it's also worth to mention that even the smaller companies who have maybe, as you're mentioning, over 1.5 years, there were troubling times also for them to do the business. They are really keen on being part of the show. They say, I want the visibility now. I want to show my latest developments. I want to talk to EASA about what I have achieved with my latest products, and also down to suppliers on the tier 2, tier 3 suppliers. Everybody is there and everybody is happy to meet and discuss the challenges and looking forward now after the pandemic.
Yeah. How's the organization of the show going, Frank? Because I mean, I can imagine it's a lot to organize, and as it gets closer, it just gets more hectic.
I had a call yesterday with Mike Hirschberg from Vertical Flight Society. He's doing a great job for us to doing the innovation topic over the conferences. And he said, well, we know registering is always an issue with our members. We have to bring them into the chairs on the very last moment. And forgive me, Mike, if I mentioned that. But it's, as I said, it's the other way around for me. We have to make everybody leaving their chairs, leaving their seats, and willing to travel again. Close your computer, buy your ticket, register, and go to the show. Meet people again in person, meet physically, get the chance. And we have to further motivate people, because we somehow got a little bit lazy and think, okay, I can digest everything from my computer. I think that's one of the biggest challenges we all have to face in our daily life.
Yeah. Okay. So during the course of the 3 days, there's forums and conferences, and they're quite specialist. And some of them, can you just sort of elaborate on some of the key ones you're looking forward to? Because there's oil and gas, there's eVTOL, there's safety. Can you just sort of run through some of them?
Yeah, absolutely, Glenn. I mean, one of our brands is, we say this is for everyone. Means we are looking into the whole scene of the rotorcraft and the VTOL applications. And we call the helicopter B of the aviation, because it's so versatile and it's so helpful for the society. And whether it's BHEMS, whether it's offshore business, whether it's aerial work, whether it's the next generation of vertical technology, of course, urban mobility, and so on. So we have conferences dedicated for almost everything. We have panel discussions. We're looking into aspects for PPL, so means for the general aviation pilots, how to qualify, or let's say how to improve safety issue over the flight. So there are many things taking place. You have your chance to book also trainings from renowned experts like Claude Wisha, Andy Evans, Joel Hanks, Philip Rentz, Lorenzo Constantino from IDP, Pegasus, offering a huge bandwidth of really certified trainings, which you can book in parallel to European rotors. We have free briefings done by EASA, for instance, on icing rotorcraft conditions. We have a fantastic PBN workshop where we have the experts, Norsk and Rega, just inviting pilots to do an IFR flight with PBN and PIN scenario. So I don't know where to start and where to stop. There is so many stuff you can digest. I simply see at the homepage of European Rotors and pick whatever you think suits best to your own business.
Yeah. At the event, like post-event, how do you think the helicopter industry in Europe is going to benefit from European Rotors? I mean, what would you like to take away from having been at the show for 3 days, spoken to everyone? What would you like to hear them saying?
I think the unique selling point of European Rotors is really that we have, as co-organizers, the European Helicopter Association and EASA means, so we have the full bandwidth of operations/industry together with the regulator. So the idea is to bring everybody to the table, like the industry talking about their latest developments, EASA talking about their safety initiatives, their regulations idea, and the operators coming out of the practical sessions, and everybody together, they can give the feedback directly saying, hey, this works, this we shall improve. The regulator cannot directly and tell about their plans, and just have them all together on the table, just speak together and communicate all together. This is a unique format that it doesn't exist anywhere else on the globe, to have really the chance to have everybody together talking about the challenges, especially after this 1.5 hard years.
Yeah. What are you most looking forward to, Frank, personally? If someone said, what are you going to zero in on? What are you most looking forward to?
It's clearly to meet people. I have, and that's the feedback we're getting from the exhibitors, and everybody said, look, I have these and those guys have helped me over 2 years as my supplier or as my customer, and I wasn't even able to make one guy said I wasn't even able to get them a beer, just for being thankful that we all work together to overcome the situation. So it's such a big opportunity to meet again in person and to really talk to each other. It's really, we have to somehow learn again to work with each other over such great opportunities. And this is the reason why you're planning really European Rotors in each detail down, to have the best opportunity for everyone who's visiting in a safe environment. Just let me mention that again, we will have all the health measurements in place, which are, let's say, issued by the city of Cologne. And so there is no risk for you to travel and to be part of the show. And I think that's really my motivational speech. Register and buy your ticket and join us over the show from the 16th to the 18th November in Cologne.